Sanmonani Dumalang Senchao. My name is Judicious Masuko. Welcome back to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy. On this channel, I share about my life experience, the good, the bad, and the in-between. So you are welcome, guys. On today's video, I just want to respond to a question that I received on YouTube, because I asked people to drop some questions that they want me to respond to in a form of a video. And one subscriber asked me to do a video about the interview questions for Phoenix. Phoenix is the teaching agency that I used to come to Taiwan. So without wasting your time and my time, let's go straight to it. I have my book where I have written the question. It's not a lot. Really, it's not a lot. Coming to Taiwan is so easy, you guys. Okay, so now I have 6 questions. These are the exact questions that they asked me. And question number 1, the famous question of tell us about yourself. And if they are not phrasing it in this way, they will say, tell me about your teaching experience. Yeah, the person was interviewing me used the second question, tell me about your teaching experience. So how are you going to answer this? You tell them your name, where you grew up, and your education background, also your teaching background. You can add on what you have, what experience you have gained in hello. Okay, what experience you have, I'm sorry about that, what experience you have gained during that. So I would or I have responded to this question in the past. Tell us about yourself, or tell us about your teaching experience. Thank you for this question. My name is Judicious Masuku. I am from the beautiful city, Cape Town in South Africa. I hold a bachelor's degree in education. My major is English and life orientation. I graduated back in 2016 and I have been teaching since then. I had the privilege of teaching both in my home country and abroad. In my home country, I taught subjects such as English, creative arts, and life orientations to students who were between the ages of 13 to 19, which is high school, grade 8 to grade 12. And abroad, I was teaching at a primary school that in the evening functioned as an ESL school. What does that mean? It means that during the day, it was a normal primary school where I was teaching grade 1 to grade 5. I taught English, science, and maths. And in the evening, I taught ESL, English as a foreign language, to across all ages, from beginners to advanced levels, from from the kids who are in Montessori up until adults. So yeah, you can also mention what you have learned through these experiences. Let's move to number 2. Tell us about your teaching philosophy. So teaching philosophy, it's like what strategies works in your classroom, and how do you like to conduct your classroom, with theories, which theories you have adopted and you are applying them in your classroom. You can mention such as, like, I believe in a free, non-judgmental environment, and also I use strategies such as pair activities, group activities, and I keep in mind of all the learning strategies in my classroom, so that when I plan my lesson, I know that my teaching strategy is compatible. Is the word compatible the right word? Yes, compatible with the learning strategies of my students. And also I like to use technology. I incorporate technology in my classroom because we are in the 21st century and the world is moving forward. We have to keep up with new technologies and bring them into the classroom so that I can prepare my student for the real world. Yeah. And then number 3, what are your strengths and weaknesses? You guys, to be honest, I don't like this a question. Like it just puts you on the spot, especially when it comes to the weaknesses. Who wants to mention their weaknesses? I don't know what I said, but I think I said something like it's so hard for me to talk about my weaknesses. It's like everybody else, I am a human being. I have my own strength and my own weaknesses. Mentioning my strength, we can go all day and all night because I am a positive person. I always see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I am hardworking. I'm dedicated. If I put my mind into something, I make sure that I achieve it. I don't stop unless I see that there's no reason for me to stop anymore. And I am able to assess my progress and also whether my strategies are working at that particular moment. And weaknesses, although I am aware of my weaknesses, but I don't like dwelling much or more on them. I try to find ways to overcome them and also to improve myself. For an example, I have noticed that lately I was struggling with time management. I know you can't say time management, but I did say time management. I was struggling with time management, and I watched on YouTube, came up with strategies such as ticking off your to-do list and make sure that you prepare a day before for the things that you're going to need for the task that you have to accomplish. And since I have started implementing that, I have seen a tremendous change in my life. And I ask myself, why was I not doing this all these years? So yeah, just note the question and see how you're gonna respond to them. Obviously now I'm not looking for a job, yeah, but when you're looking for a job, you have to phrase your points like coherently and eloquently. Yeah. Now we are on number 4. Okay, number 4, they will tell you about their bilingual program and also ask you about, the question would be, what other subject can you teach other than English? So it's rare that in Taiwan you will be employed to teach the subject English. Usually you will teach other subjects. Like for instance, myself, I teach physical education, I teach dance, and I teach maths in English. Remember, they do all these subjects in Chinese Mandarin. So now they are bringing the bilingual program that the subject can be done both in Chinese Mandarin and English. So be open to learning. Be open to learning and new opportunities. So you mention things like, for an example, remember, I'm not a qualified maths teacher, but in Vietnam, I taught maths and science in primary school. And I mentioned that I am comfortable teaching English and science and maths at a primary school level. And I can also teach creative arts because I do have experience teaching those subjects. Another thing, number 5, what made you think you are suitable for this job? Okay, this is your moment to shine. Make sure that you win them. You can tell them about your educational background, emphasize on your educational background to show that you are qualified to do the job, and also mention things about your personality that will be beneficial to the school that you are going to teach. For an example, you can say that, as I have mentioned before, that I am qualified and registered teacher. I have 5 years of teaching experience, and during my teaching experience, I have learned that the way to their intellect is through their heart. As a teacher, you have to care about the heart first in order to win the student. Make sure that each and every student feel that they belong, feel that they are at home, they are free to make mistakes, and they are free to be themselves. In that environment, you believe that it is conducive for teaching and learning. And you can also talk about your personality. You love seeing people progress. You are so invested in people's progress and people's education. You can also talk about your love for education. Just sell yourself, advertise yourself, paint a beautiful picture about yourself using words, Yeah. And the last question is, what would you like to tell your future employer? Okay, now it's time for you to impress your employer. Make sure that you smile. A smile is inviting, and a smile makes people feel that they can trust you. You are trustworthy, and yeah, I would say something like this. Dear future employer, thank you so much for this opportunity. I cannot wait to join your school, and I know that you are going to learn a lot from me. I am bringing you that home global blended experience, and I know that I am also going to learn a lot from you. I cannot wait to meet you, and thank you once again for the opportunity. And that's about it, guys. That's it. Only 6 questions. And also, what I like about the agent that I use, they prepare you. Not that they will give you the question like a day before, no. But before, when the interview starts, excuse me, he or she will just make a conversation about, ask you about your country, the weather, and how are you feeling, and yeah, those questions, to make you feel comfortable. And then they will tell you the question that they will ask you, and then ask you, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Which again, now about you are ready, and then they start. So I wish you all the best. I know that you are going to kill these interviews. We need you here. And they say, as the English people say, the more, the merrier. And all the best, you guys. Can't wait to see you. I can't wait for those weekend visit to your places, or you guys come to visit me and see my beautiful place. So yeah, goodbye.